Okay. Find the measure of angle A. That's this thing right here. So we've got the opposite and we have the adjacent. That is the tan function. Opposite, adjacent is tan. So tangent of A, tan, oh, come on, is equal to opposite 4.9. Oh, that's a brutal decimal. Over 2.8. Like that. So to solve for the angle, you have to do the inverse. That's that -1 thing on your calculators. So inverse. And again, Mathway is a great calculator website. Mathway.com. Oh, crud. What did I just do? Oh, I can't right over there. Hold on. I gotta... Jiminy crickets. Jiminy crickets. Come on. So to solve for A, you have to do the tangent inverse. So inverse tan. I can't write on this. I don't know what's going on today. Of that, 4.9 over 2.8. 0.8. There we go. And I'm just using my calculator here. So where is it? There it is. Tan to the -1, inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent, 4.9, divided by 2.8. And there you go. There's your angle. And it says around to the nearest tenth, so 60.3. 60.3 degrees. Yay, we are geniuses. Boom. Next. I don't know what's going on. These don't seem like the right ones, but I don't know. Find the measure of angle W. Okay, are these the right ones? Hold on a second. Today at 7:22 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right, for the measure of angle W. Here we go. All right, so there's W right there. We've got the adjacent side, again, the side next to it, and we've got the hypotenuse. Adjacent hypotenuse is cosine, so cosine W. Cosine W is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, 30 root 7 over 20 root 21. Okay, so I'm just gonna reduce this right off the bat. 30 and 20 reduced to 3 over 2. And then the 7 and 21, that reduces to just root 3. So the root 7 and root 21 just reduced to root 3 on bottom. Okay, so we get 3 over 2. So W is equal to the inverse cosine of 3 over 2 root 3. 3 over 2 root 3. So I'm just going to plug that into my calculator and see what I get here. I mean, I probably would get the same answer if I used 30 root 7 and 20 root 21, but those are just gigantic numbers. I don't want to use those. I'm sorry. All right. So inverse cosine, that's the -1 thing. Then I'm going to do 3 divided by, I'm going to use parentheses here, 2 root 3. Boom. Okay, sweet. See what I get. Oh, nice. 30 degrees. That's easy. 30 degrees. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. It says find AB as the side length. So that's x right here. So you've got an angle. You've got the opposite side, and you've got the hypotenuse. All right. So that's the sine function. Opposite hypotenuse. SOHCAHTOA. Sine of 54 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. All right. So this is just the ratio. This is really sine of 54 over 1 equals 7 over x. So we just cross multiply. I like to say fish it. Do those two. Do those two. And look, it makes a fish. It's so cool. You gotta have fun with this stuff, guys. So we get x times the sine of 54. Sine of 54 is equal to 7. So I'm just going to divide by sine of 54. So x is equal to 7 over the sine of 54. And that's where my calculator comes in. All right, so I'm using my calculator now. I know you can't see it. 7 divided by sine 54 in degrees. Very good. Equals, it says round to the nearest tenth, so 8.7. 8.7 is going to be side length of AB. 8.7. Sweet. All right, what's next? Find the measure of angle F. All right, here we go. Find the measure of angle F. There it is, right there. There's angle F right there. And we have the opposite and we have the adjacent. Opposite and adjacent, that's the tan function. So tangent of F. Hopefully these seem a little redundant after a while, but we'll see. Tangent of f is equal to opposite over adjacent. So to solve for the angle, you do inverse tangent. Okay, so inverse tangent. Opposite over adjacent. Ba-ba-boom. Oh, crud. Oh, what is my... Oh, my calculator's so weird. Alright, so... Here we go. Inverse tangent of 8 over 5. So I'm going to do tan to the negative 1 power. Or inverse tangent, sorry. 8 divided by 5. And it says round to the nearest tenth again. So 57.99. I'm just going to say 58. 58 here. It better be a right answer. 58. And obviously on the multiple choice quiz, I would give you an option of 58. Because, yeah, you can't round 0.99. All right. And continuing. Find the measure of angle P. And it's the same thing. I don't know if you guys are struggling with this, but on the measure of angle P, you've got the adjacent side, you've got the hypotenuse side as the cosine function. Cosine of P is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So to solve for the angle, you do the inverse cosine. Inverse cosine of 5 over 6. And plug it into your calculator. Inverse cosine of 5 divided by 6, 33.557. Round to the nearest tenth, so 33.6. Man. Flying through these things. Here we go. Simplified, rationalized form. And this is where people are texting me and like, I don't know anything. Okay. All right. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Sorry, that was my coffee. All right, solve for AB. There it is right there. There's the angle. You've got the adjacent side and the hypotenuse. That's the cosine function. Adjacent and then hypotenuse. So cosine of 30 is equal to the adjacent. What does it say? 5 root 3? 5 root 3 over hypotenuse x. So again, this is a just proportion, right? So all we have to do is set up a proportion, cross multiply, and divide. So adjacent, there we go. I just had to fix that. That's a 30, not a 36. Oh, there we go. Cross multiply. So I'll do that in red. So multiply those two things, multiply those two things. So x cosine of 30, cosine of 30 is equal to 5 root 3. So what, in this case it says rationalized form, right? Simplified rationalized form. So what is the cosine of 30? You go to unit circle, you look at the 30-degree angle, and the cosine is root 3 over 2. So that's what we get to divide by. I'll do that in green. So divide by the cosine of 30, which is really root 3 over 2. Both sides. Ugh, gosh, it's brutal. Okay, that's x. So x is equal to 5 root 3 divided by, divided by root 3 over 2. So we got to simplify that. That's kind of gross looking, but again, mathway.com will do that for you. It's a great, great online calculator. I'll do it by hand just to show you, so you can see what's going on. But yeah, you could just do mathway.com. It's pretty easy. All right, so instead of dividing by a fraction right here, I'm just going to flip it and multiply. All right, so this is really 5 root 3 times 2 over root 3. And hopefully you can see why I did that now, because root 3's cancel out. 5 times 2 is 10, and there's your answer. Whee, I'm a genius. There you go, so 10. 10, AB is 10. AB is 10. Boom. There you go. But again, mathway.com, plug that right into the calculator. It's a great, great online tool. A lot of kids that have been texting me or emailing me, I just kind of Zoom with them real quick, and we go to mathway.com, and it's pretty easy. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Okay, find xy. There it is right there, x. Maybe I shouldn't use x, actually. I'll say A. Angle A. Or side like A. Alright, so you got 31 degrees, you got the opposite, and you got the adjacent. Opposite and adjacent, that's a tan function. So tangent of 31 is equal to opposite over adjacent. A. So just cross multiply. Alright, this is really over 1. So you just cross multiply. I like to say fish. Boom, fish. Because it makes a little fish. See that? Alright, so I'm getting carried away here. Tangent of 31 is equal to 4. A times tangent of 31, 1 times 4 is 4. So divide by tangent of 31 and then just plug into your calculator. So 4 divided by tan 31 is going to be your answer, and it says round to the nearest tenth. Nice and easy. Oh, my phone shut off. I haven't used it in a while. Crud. Okay. 4 divided by tan 31. Okay, there it is. 6.7. Sure, 6.7. I'll take it. Easy. Picture 9 of 9. Oh, I did 9. Okay, I thought I only did 8, but here you go. You get a bonus. You get a bonus in here, guys. You're welcome. Find XZ. There it is right there. Found it. Okay, I'm done. That's like the meme. Or, what is that? GIF? No. I don't know. Whatever it is. Find XZ. There it is. I'm done. I'm a genius. Okay, well, I'll just call it A again. All right, so, same exact question. 45 degrees. Okay, we got the opposite. And we've got the hypotenuse. That is the sine function. Opposite and hypotenuse. So sine 45 is equal to opposite. I should have used A in this case. Oh well. Over hypotenuse. Alright, so, oops. It's 2. 10 over 2. So again, you got a proportion, so you cross multiply. Cross multiply, do that in red. Cross multiply those two. Cross multiply those two. So 1 times A is just A. That's cool. I'm just going to leave that as A. Sine of 45 times 10 root 2. So the sine of 45, here I'll bring this to your attention down here again, simplified rationalized form. Sine of 45 is root 2 over 2. So sine of 45 times 10 root 2. Okay. So right here, root 2 times root 2. Root 2 times root 2. Again, mathway.com, you can plug this right in there, and it'll give you a simplified answer. Super, super easy. Root 2 times root 2 is really root 4, which is 2. Or, think of this rule, anytime you multiply a radical by itself, it is just the number, so 2. So root 2 times root 2 is just 2. Multiply that by 10, I'll circle it, and you get 20. So 20 on top, 2 on bottom, 20 divided by 2 is, well, 10. There you go. So your answer is 10. Yay! That is the simplified, rationalized form. And I think that was the last one. Yep, that's the last one. All right, guys. Have a great day.